Oh, buddy. I don't know, the music seems a little too loud. Either the music's too loud or I'm too loud, one of the two. There he is. He's got haste on him. I really need to get rid of haste. Chuckle buddies here now. Really? Oh, you've got haste too. Fuck out of here. Nope, don't you both go hitting and killing him. Thank you. Man, why is he hitting so freaking hard? I'm just nuking the shit out of him at this point. There he goes. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Okay. Oh, we don't even have anything targeted. There we go. It's a good tanking cloak, actually. I'm just throwing every at him. Here comes the foe. What's going on, buddy? I've already made my tea and everything. I don't know why everything's sitting so hard all of a sudden. Killing Suru, I'm bored already. I don't even know why you show up for the raid nights then if it's boring. Like, honestly. I'm just doing kobolds just for the sake of doing kobolds, just so I can not, like, stress. Because kobolds are relatively easy, and they drop good money. So I figured I'd just sit here and do this and get a couple AAs and get a little bit more experience on Dreamcast.
Here comes the fall.
Well, it's split and it's like waiting for them to port. What do you mean, like waiting for them to port? I mean, I remember doing Seru before, and it's like, are you already at the top just waiting for them or something? Because, I mean, they got all kinds of stuff that they have to do, so... Well, that's 9 AAs. That is enough to do Dire Charm. Get that out of the way. Yay, 50 AAs. Remember how you had to port up to Seru's building? Yes. You needed like a key or something. How long's Burnout? He's got another 10 minutes on Burnout. Have. Yeah, you basically had to have a key and you had to port up and you had to work your way up. At one point there's a maze, if I remember correctly. We're doing the port up to the building now. So that's a little bit of a climb. And you got that maze part, and then you got stuff you got to kill, and you got crap that will dispel you, and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of annoying crap in that dungeon. Oh, geez, all three. Oh, there's two champions, that's why. Alright. Can we at least get one of them rooted, please? Oh my god. Oh my god. Get that one dead, please. Wow, he did not port or anything. Alright, he needs... Wait, why are you over here? We gotta get rid of your haste, because you're just swinging like a motherfucker. No, don't cast momentum. Cast this bullshit. I'm gonna do Theft of Vitae. Those kobolds might be too close together. Oh, he casted a disease at the end. What an asshole. You don't need to cast that. What? Oh, the ice cobalt. These kobolds are actually casters, so I'm just slowly removing their buffs, and then I'm going to remove the root. No. Okay. What about you? He's just, yeah, looking at the champion's just staring at me, so I wonder if the champion's actually going to break, or, because I can't hit him, because he'll summon. I can't do any damage, I can't just, you know, I'm hoping I can just break his root. Just throw pets on him. He's not hasted anymore, so he's not as big of a threat. Hey, look, Jim's dead. Oh, buddy. What's going on, Jocko? How you doing, man? Did you work tonight? Was it a late night for you? I'm just doing my standard grinding till it hurts session. Let's see. I got so many damn clickies, it's ridiculous. I've got clickies for days. Wait. Oh, you're not even attacking. I'm 2 days off. I'm naughty. I too, 2 days off. I'm naughty. Okay. I'm confused. You're naughty, I'm confused. Oh, Jesus. No, I don't want to do that. I'm already drinking my tea and it's only 9 o'clock. You know what kind of day we had today? Wait, that got interrupted? How did that get interrupted? Well, at this point, he's going to regen, so fuck it. I took 2 days off. Oh, you took 2 days off. There you go. So you didn't work today, is what you're basically saying. Makes perfect sense to me. I should take 2 days off. Give myself a 4-day weekend. That'd be great. Yeah, I was sitting here by myself, just kind of grinding, if you know what I'm saying. But just kind of grinding experience, and I was just like, you know what? I'll just fire up stream. I mean, it's Tuesday anyway. I should be streaming. I'll chat with my boys, chat with my Jocko. Yeah, now I just happen to have 9 days off. Oh my god. Oh my god. 9 days off to me only happens at like around Christmas time. That's the only time that I get that amount of time off. 9 days. Hey, what's going on, Dave? How you doing, buddy? Everybody's like throwing around their GDQ RPG fireballs. Man, these are amazing things. I like these emotes. Oh. How you guys doing tonight, or this morning, or this afternoon, wherever, what time it is where you guys are at? For me, it is about 9 o'clock. Oh, there's a prophet coming. I'm just gonna kill him. Cast this to remove his stupid haste. Haste is removed. Oh, Jocko. Oh, I feel like I've been doing this every day. In fact, I think I have been doing this every day. I downloaded this and tooled around with my 85 Paladin after watching you the other day. Oh, okay. 85 Paladin on live? On which server? Or is this even EverQuest that we're talking about? I hope it's EverQuest. I like talking EverQuest. I have been having a lot of fun playing 3 characters, but my god, I do not enjoy leveling up characters as much as I thought I would. EverQuest. It was my original character from like 15 years ago. Nice. I took a look at some of my original characters that I had. I regained access to them somehow. I don't even know how I managed that. And I created these characters probably around, it wasn't in 97. It was, I think it was like 99. I was still kid. I'm good, thanks. Who's he attacking? He's attacking Sega. And yeah, it was very interesting taking a look back at the characters that I had and the gear that they had. And I mean, I have characters that I stopped playing in like Lucklin and like in Velios, you know. And then there was one druid I kind of played in Crescent Reach or whatever, and yeah, it kind of ruined the entire character. And I shouldn't have really touched him. I should have just kept him the way he was. And yeah, the unfortunate thing is I used him as like a buff bot or something, so it really didn't work out as well as I had anticipated. I'm gonna just load him up with dots and call it a day. If I had the time and money, I would play on one of the progression servers. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to do it. It's very time consuming. But you can trade time for money, or you can trade money for time, one of the two. So basically, what people will do is they'll pay for basically power levels, and yes, it costs money, but yeah, chronos. And if you don't have, you know, the time to really play it, then you just pay somebody chronos, and essentially just have them level your character, and then you could just play your character when they're done leveling it. I'm having some cornbread. I found this cornbread upstairs, and I figured, oh, we just killed him with dots, that's it. And, but honestly, like, to me, playing the game is just essential. Oh, shit. A champion? Really? I don't want a champion and a cleric. I'm gonna root him. I'm gonna snare him. And then I'm gonna kick this guy's ass. Frickin' clerics. Lousy, stinking clerics. Alright. Let's get this guy over here. Wait, what? Root him. Thank you. No, he's summoning now. Son of a bitch. But yeah, Cronus is the way how you overcome that. And a lot of times it's just people just do not have the time to really do it. But if you don't have time or money, I got nothing. I mean, you're basically left with okay, well, don't play the game, and that's That's the choice you're making, and that's really the right choice, so. So what you do instead is you essentially just watch other people play it. Hence, streaming. I bring the enjoyment to you so that you don't have to spend time or money in playing the game. See what I did there? Rein's very clever. That's really what twitching is all about. A lot of games that I've watched people stream is mostly games that I don't want to play or games that I really love. But EverQuest in particular, my goodness. Oh, buddy. 45 biddies. 45 biddies. Damn, thanks for the 45 bits, man. Thanks for cheering me on. Thanks for joining us here for a little EverQuest action as I'm chewing on my... Actually, do we have an extra? No, we don't. As we're slogging along on this TLP on Mangler. Mangler is actually 2 weeks out from reaching its next peak in its age of being a TLP. The good news is so far they have not announced another TLP yet, but it's doomed to happen. It's going to happen at some point. So when they announce the new TLP, I imagine that Mangler is going to... And then everybody will migrate to the new TLP. And then that TLP will become interesting to me in November. And then in November, I will play the TLP, and then I will probably quit it again in June. Maybe, let's see. February, April, March, April, June. Yeah, no. March, April, May, and then June I'd quit. I think. I mean, basically, it's Eldons. Eldons are kind of boring because they don't introduce any raids or nothing, so. Jocko, I did away with the GIF command. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, the GIF command was... I don't remember. I switched the chat thing back over to something else. Sorry, buddy. Don't get mad at me. I'll tell you what, the Necro and the frickin' Mage do a lot of sitting. Incidentally, if you can solo this camp, it's actually worth a lot of... is Karma the channel currency? It's Karma and gold. Of course, Twitch has been changing the rules with currency that basically it's not as useful anymore because you can now get channel currency from just Twitch itself. So actually having bot currency is kind of worthless because you can't do anything cool with it. You can only do within bot things of the channel. So, oh, you're just slapping away, huh? Slappy McGee over here, just slapping all my characters. Nope, don't do that. He's not hasted. He's still... Oh, no, he is hasted. It's buried now, so I can't remove it. Son of a bitch. Maybe I can just hose him down with some nasty fire. Throw some dots back on him. He's just trying to make it difficult for me. Jesus. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Son of a bitch. We got some Jocko here making it rain some karma. How about that, buddy? Just passing that karma along. I'm just sitting here crit healing. Alright. We're gonna nuke the shit out of it. We're gonna nuke the bejesus out of this guy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ababoosh. And he's dead. What did he drop? I think he dropped. Nope. Nice loot. I think he dropped the tanking cloak again. Is it lore? No, it's not lore. You can just take it again. With the Atari. But yeah, I put a lot of bot work. It was probably about 2-3 years ago. Back when I was still new to streaming, I guess you could say. But like, Twitch has been catching on, and they're kind of doing more and more with its own currency built in and bits and blah, blah, blah. So bots just don't have that capability anymore. So eventually, at some point, I'm probably just going to get rid of them. I'll probably just have one and probably not even do a currency because the channel currency will be better for you anyway. Does that make any sense? Because like you can highlight your stuff and you can change the emotes and you can make sounds with bits and all kinds of stuff. So I mean, it just makes sense. You girls need to be not. Oh, we're out of all kinds of stuff. You got to get Lich back on. I got to get Regen back on. I got to get everything going here. Sit down. I think the glasses are backwards. Oh no, it fits. Actually, it does. It kind of fits. It's like he's got the glasses down. It's kind of funny, right? Hey. So we're out of mobs. It's kind of funny. I remember camping in this area before, and like, ooh, somebody's been pulling my. I guess they have an enchanter pulling. But yeah, this camp is actually really good, especially if you just want to mellow out. This is a good mellow out camp, in my opinion, because I mean, if you have a druid, druids can basically root everything. And the amount of money that drops off of these guys is, you know, maybe 3 plat a piece. So 3 people, it's, you know, you've got a handful of coin in your pocket. But the big thing is that they drop the bangles, and they drop the paws, and they drop the scalps. And all of these are worth a substantial amount of money that some people don't even realize. Like, this stuff is worth, like, I think the paws are worth like 20 a piece. And like the bangles are worth like 10, and the scalps are worth like 10 a piece. So like if you have a camp by yourself and you're just soloing this stuff, you start racking in the cash big time. It's just you're just waiting on spawns, really. Oh, wow, you guys are still not close enough. There you go. Yeah, get him. Gonna use my mod rod because I can make another one. Oh, you're still casting. Sorry. I apologize. You were still casting. Get you a new mod rod there. I'll just slap you with my rod. Ooh. Yeah, right in the face. Make sure the pets are hasted, which this one is not. Oh, jeez. I'm not really casting Mind Rack. I'm gonna take that down. I should probably cast it more, though. I'd probably be doing a lot more damage. Alright, I'm gonna put Mind Rack back on. It's like I have to keep swapping spells out just to get stuff rolling. This is what happens when you don't have enough spell slots. But I like the fact that you know, you essentially have to memorize your spells that you want to use rather than just having access to everything in your repertoire. And some people are like, that's dumb. You know, that's stupid. You need to have access to all the spells that are capable of doing. You know what? No, you don't. I'm going to remove remove these buffs because I don't want him having. I don't want him to have any buffs. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy and his buffs. Yeah, fuck you. You don't have buffs anymore. I must pass out. I might pass out at any moment. Well, if you're gonna pass out, you would pass out in my channel at the sound of my voice, because I'm sure you would enjoy that. Ooh, somebody sitting? Oh. Somebody was indeed sitting. Oh, buddy. Eleanor81, thanks for following. I really appreciate it. Hope you're a huge EverQuest fan. If not, I mean, you don't have to be. But welcome to the channel. Do you have an EverQuest story for us? Do you have some experiences here in Norath that you wish to share? I would be more than happy to talk to you about it. Never seen it, actually. You have never seen EverQuest before. So, this is EverQuest. This is an MMO that was designed way back when, 97, 98. And, very old school. What you see actually on the screen there is I'm actually playing 3 different accounts. And, yes, Jocko's is in here. He likes to hang out in here. Yeah. So, this game is much different than most MMOs you've probably seen or played. You have to memorize your spells, so it does like a D&D-esque kind of. You can only have a certain number of spells that you can cast at one time, but you can basically unmem and remem spells, so it's not that big of a deal. But it's just that you have to go through the pain points of doing that. I'm playing on a progression server, and a progression server is basically like a classic server. So they kind of roll back the time on all the expansions and stuff. If you heard of WoW Classic, TLPs is kind of the people. TLPs and EverQuest is kind of what kind of sparked that. This was the idea behind WoW Classic, because MMOs are ever evolving, and then there's certain points in the evolution that players actually enjoy more. So, since players enjoy more of like the classic feel of EverQuest, you know, people like to play the classic version or the TLP version of EverQuest. So, but especially me, I enjoy the earlier expansions of this game. And I could actually probably take off Maloisy and load a dot. And like the first original 3 or 4 expansions is like some of my favorites in this game. And after which point you start getting to live, it just gets kind of boring. I was trying to talk to her into playing this. She controls my monies. See, the only problem about this game is it's not very aesthetic. So it's not in a very aesthetically pleasing game. So it can be quite a turnoff when, you know, trying to play it. They did do a kind of an expansion that reworked the engine, but even today you can tell it looks dated. I would imagine that if you were to play any MMO, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, it would be Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy XIV. Because Final Fantasy XIV or Guild Wars is basically Fashion Quest, so. And, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that it's whatever fuels you. It's whatever fuels you inside of an MMO of what you enjoy doing, you know? 14 is what she plays right now, see? I mean, 14 is a very good game to play with your spouse or with your girlfriend. Or boyfriend, or whichever. Just primarily because of... Nope, that's not the spell I want to cast. Just because it's aesthetically pleasing, and because of all the cool stuff that you can unlock, so... But what do you play in Final Fantasy XIV? I was a Paladin main. I did Paladin, and then I did Red Mage, and then I started just experimenting with all kinds of different classes, so. These motherfuckers right here. Black Mage, there you go. I couldn't even tell you how to play a Black Mage, unfortunately. I am not a Black Mage player. All I know is that they have, what is it, the fire and ice? The fire and the ice that goes back and forth. It was like a really weird kind of dynamic. This Ice Ball champion just needs to die, my goodness. I played Bard main, secondary Paladin. Bards, I never actually played a Bard. Bard actually uses bows, if I remember correctly. And, yeah, that was the one class I never really looked at or thought about playing. I was pretty much, like, to me, it was just Archer. And I was like, you know what? There's a lot of people that play Archers out there. You know, I'd rather just play maybe a Machinist. So I tried Machinist out. And Machinists were really cool. I liked the Machinist a lot. But the thing about Machinists, though, is they were very complicated. And I already had a ranged caster. I mean, I had a Red Mage. And so it kind of made it hard to justify, you know, playing a Machinist and a Red Mage, because they both kind of fulfill the same roles. I can't be tanked, too much pressure. Really? I think the most pressure in the game, honestly, is healing. Like, healing in the game is just insane, in my opinion, for Final Fantasy XIV. Like, I was watching raids and stuff with Pharos. He's a guy that does a lot of Final Fantasy. And it's just insane, the amount that he does, especially when he plays White Mage, but he mains a Samurai, so. But tanking, to me, doesn't feel like any pressure at all. It feels like I'm, like, the king of the hill. It's just, yeah, I guess it has a lot to do with just maybe just knowing the instance and leading the instance. That's a lot of pressure. What's going on, Hipster Boo? How you doing, buddy? It's your boy, Skinny Peen. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. How's work? We're talking about Final Fantasy XIV right now. We're playing EverQuest, but we're talking about Final Fantasy XIV. I'll talk about any MMO, especially since we're grinding. I mean, we're pretty much just sitting here, working it right now. So, long time no talk. Sorry about that. Been busy with work. You and me both, buddy. I had a very busy day today. It's not common that I have busy days, but when I do, you know, I notice it. But I have a feeling that life is going to get much busier here soon, especially with... ooh, you're freaking hasted. Let's take it out. Damn it, stop doing that. Let's get that taken care of. But yeah, work-wise, they're going to be expanding on my support area, and it's going to be frustrating, to say the least. So, fun fact, unions are awesome. Got a second raise within 3 months. That's nice. I wish I was in a union that gave me raises. More responsibility. Yeah, more responsibility with no pay. They're basically squeezing the turnip on me right now. Nope, no compensation. They haven't been compensating me for probably the past year now. It's very sad. Maybe I should move out to San Diego. I'd be like, all right, it's time to make some changes. So what are the changes? Well, they're giving me the entire division of information technology as a new support area on top of what I already have. And they basically stated that it's going to be, oh no, this you're doing tier 3 support, so you're not doing the day-to-day support, but it's still something I have to worry about. And when the tier 2 support guy isn't there, then it becomes my problem. And this guy likes to call off a lot, so I have a feeling that I'm going to have to deal with it more often than not, and it's not going to be fun. You can work right next to my desk. I don't know, that'd be very dangerous. We'd be going out to eat all the time. We'd never get any work done. We'd make out too much. I mean, what? No. So, I'm glad that you got compensated. I'm glad that you're being taken care of. And I hope that the rest of you are being taken care of in the work that you do and are justly compensated for the things you love to do in life. As for me, this is my compensation. It's playing EverQuest. Preach it, buddy! This coming summer. This summer. What's happening this summer? Man, she's wrecking. Me and you should go to Amos. It's not a bad idea. We could probably make that happen. I have not talked to Amo in forever, though. He just does not hang out with me anymore. He's like too cool for me now. We can ask Omega, but he'll flake. He's in here right now, actually. He's probably lurking. He's playing all the games. Yeah, he's too busy playing all the games. I can't keep up with him. Like, have you guys seen that new Monster Hunter World? It came out on PC, the Iceborne, and I think he got it on PC and he has it on PlayStation. Yeah, it's just crazy. There's no way of keeping up. I can't keep up. Omega, eat my ass. He's not paying attention. Can I steal your mana? You cast spells, yet I have no mana to take from you. That's bullshit. I call shenanigans. He's playing Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC. He has all the time. Oh, he's playing with his buddy. What's the Kingdom... What? And he's... Oh, Andy's playing. I was confused there. I'm like, what? What is going on? Ow. Oh, son of a bitch. Remember Kyle? Do I remember Kyle? I don't remember Kyle. Who's Kyle? Do I know a Kyle? We playing Monster Hunter with him. Oh. Did we play before with him? I can't remember. I don't want to go away. I need to heal Sega. This is a prophet, so I should be able to steal his mana, right? Yay, I can steal his mana. Give me your manas. Yoink. He was the bagpipe weapon. Oh, yeah, that guy. I think he comes to my stream every so often. He's a nice guy. I liked him. I mean, I didn't have any problems with him. You know. Probably makes me feel a little jealous that he has all of Amo's attention and I just can't seem to get any of his attention. But then again, oh, this motherfucker right here just freaking CH'd. Yeah, but EverQuest was kind of the pioneer behind a lot of things that you see in MMOs. It was a huge influence on things in like Dark Age of Camelot. It had a lot of influence for things in WoW. And I think WoW actually took a lot of influence from this game. I mean, the whole concept behind tanking. But like, it kind of went back and forth. But I don't want to say Epic Weapon Quest. Why do you keep... What is happening here? They keep doing invites for raids. I guess they're just doing a blanket invite. Gonna lurk? All right, buddy. Well, thanks for stopping by and lurking. I appreciate it. You just lurk that shit up, man. Appreciate the host, too. But, yeah, don't lurk for too long. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. I miss your face. Hipster's probably going to go get something to eat or something. But we're out of spawns. So we can talk more about MMOs at this point. Yeah, with me, I mean, I pretty much played... I've played not every MMO known to man at this point because so many have come out now. You have so many free-to-plays, it's just gagging. But, like, a lot of the chain of MMOs that were coming out from, I think, from 97 pretty much on to, I want to say, like, 2005. By the time we got to 2005 for MMOs, I had pretty much played every MMO that had been released or was releasing or new releases, mostly because I had a job. I was working during college, but I mean, it was just working as a student employee. And you know, the big ones that were out, you know, I played a MUD called Gemstone 4. It was Gemstone 3 back then. And it was just a MUD. It was all text-based, but you had to pay like $30 a month to play it. It was expensive, and it's still expensive today even. How are we doing on buffs? Buffs? Seem to be doing okay. Well, while we're waiting. But like, you know, I was playing Gemstone, and then when I started college, I had encountered a friend who played UO, so I decided I'm going to play UO. So I played UO for a little bit, probably for less than a year. Game was very difficult, though. That is not a game. Hey, Wolfie's in here. I played UO for a bit, but that game was very difficult. I mean, that was a PvP game, solely PvP, pretty much. You had a lot of griefers and all kinds of stuff. So, what's going on, Wolfie? How you feeling, buddy? And after UO, I immediately switched gears to EverQuest, and I did EverQuest for a while. I want to say a couple years, but it was kind of like I was sitting on EverQuest waiting for Final Fantasy 11 to come out. Final Fantasy 11 is one of my favorite MMOs. After Final Fantasy 11, which was a fantastic game if you had friends, if you actually had friends. Dark Age of Camelot was another game that I played that was very popular. That was a very big PvP style game as well. It was had realm versus realm combat. But then, like, when World of Warcraft came out, like, you basically had an explosion in the population of MMOs that bloated a market share. So then you had a bunch of people just creating garbage MMOs. So I'm doing all right. Just spent a few hours out at the pole building. It's pretty cold outside. How cold is it outside? It's probably like in the 50s. Oh my god, if it was in the 50s, that'd be amazing. Probably in the 20s or the teens. These guys have mana too, don't they? Yeah, these guys have mana. I could sack them for mana if I wanted to. But yeah, it's kind of an adventure, and in between there, you know, I did Ashran's Call. You know, I did Ashran's Call for a little bit, and Ashran's Call had a fantastic, like, spell system. But aside from Ashran's Call, I also did City of Heroes and City of Villains. City of Heroes and Villains was actually a really fun game. City of Villains more than City of Heroes, because you could play Masterminds, and Masterminds were, like, the ultimate pet class, and I love pet classes in MMOs, so... I'm redoing my whole work area out there. Your whole work area out where? Just got done putting the vac system on my workbench I built a few weeks ago. Nice. So basically, you're gonna be a working man down on the farm. This guy, I don't want to have aggro the Kobold. We still have to root him. There we go. Okay, that's a good distance. This guy needs to die. He's too close to us, though, for me to cast any wham, bam, thank you, bam. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am spells. Yeah, one of the things I'm actually going to be looking at this year, Wolfie, is actually getting a lot of my books and stuff out of my storage room, upstairs in my room, just because it's been 4 years. I've been living in this for almost 4 years, come August. And I still have things packed in boxes, and I think it's time to either put them in the basement or actually set them up somewhere or do something with them, just because, you know, that's kind of ridiculous. That is pretty ridiculous. Just making sure we're regenning still. Yeah, so I have this whole space in my room. Even my room has basically 2 walk-in closets. I don't know why, but it does. You know, his and her walk-in closets. And I just have this one large walk-in closet that is just set up to be, you know, storage. well, I want to get stuff out of there so I can actually use it for something. So, but one closet is mine. That's the closet I hide in. But yeah, it's just I've had it for the longest time, and I want to actually utilize the room for something other than, you know, just having boxes stored in there. So yeah, should be pretty exciting, I think. It's the wonders of being a homeowner, I guess. But the only thing is those walk-in closets don't have electrical. I don't have any electrical in those rooms. So at one point, I remember when I first was looking at this place, and I looked at that room, and I was just like, oh my god, I could use this totally as a studio and do this, this, and this, and this, and this. And then I was realizing that if I did all of that in that studio room, that small room, I would burn. I would get so hot. So I decided I'm not going to do that. So, but it does have a vent in there, and you can get air conditioning in there. It's just that if you close the door, there's no real means for air to come in and out. But I think right now I actually have the vent closed, and it actually gets kind of cold in there. So, since it doesn't get any airflow. This is like a medley. I like this. What is up with this song? Oh, it's somebody actually playing on the keyboard and the piano. I've never actually played Chrono Cross before, but I've always listened to its music. It has some of the best music on PlayStation 1. Oop, there's another one. I'm gonna go ahead and root you. Say hello to my little friends. One of them doesn't have a hit point buff anymore. I'll just come and live in that room. Sure, you can have one side for your bed, and then you can set your computer up like on the wall, and you can play from sitting in your bed, kind of like how they do in like China, with such small space. You'd be like your little. I'll charge you rent. Yeah, the only problem is you have to be in the same room that I'm in, basically. There is a door between us. But, yeah, we have to contend with that issue of, hey, this guy's hasted. I don't want him hasted. Get out of here. But, hey, there's a bathroom in that room, too. So, you just leave, go into my room, they go to the adjoined bathroom, and then, you know. It all works out. It all works out. It's all great. Everything's great. Everything is awesome. Oh, what? That's not okay. I gotta grab Avigor off this guy. This guy's rooted. Yeah, this game allows you to kind of bend the rules to fighting monsters. That's for sure. They kind of changed the rules after a while, unfortunately, where monsters start summoning you, so you can't kite them. But, you know, you do what you can for now. You know, I'm just going to steal your mana. I need to get a buff on... Oh, you gonna cast on me? Alright, it's fine. We don't need your stinking buffs. Oh, he needs to heal. This guy hasted too. You son of a bitch, are you hasted? Are you hasted? You are hasted. Take that off of you. One day you'll have to come visit the countryside. I mean, visit your place, maybe when you're better. You're far ways away, but I mean, I've never met your wife. I've only seen one of your kids. No, I've only seen pictures of your kids. I've never actually met your kids. So, yeah. Maybe one day we'll have to make that happen. Oof. You need to hurry up and get better so we can have Chinese again. That's really what it boils down to. Oh, he's got some haste on him too. The haste really just rips the pets apart. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like him having haste. It drives me nuts. Already mateys. This Prophet is going to super aggro, so we're going to pull him. Getting close to... We're halfway to the next AA. Ow. This guy is also... got haste on him, so let's go ahead and take care of that. Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, the unfortunate thing about Prophets is they complete heal, so it's kind of frustrating. Do I have my... Nope, I do not have that loaded. But Sega is fully buffed? Sega is fully buffed. I really rely on Sega's ability to bash for that, and he sometimes gets it, and other times he doesn't get it. Let's see if he got it this time. He's at 11%. Yep, he's casting Complete Heal again, so he's dead. Goodbye. Oh, losing my run speed. There's all kinds of little factors you have to worry about in EverQuest. Run speed, haste, mana regen. Like, I'm a mana regen fiend right now. I need to have my mana regen. I'm really just casting dots on these things. But currently in the era that we are in right now, we are in the third expansion. This is Lucklin, Shadows of Lucklin. This is the expansion that they actually reworked the graphics, so the characters look a little bit better, but not like, you know, 100%. But they basically have more polygons, because originally they had like a quarter of these polygons. What game were we planning on playing together again? Was it Borderlands? We were talking about doing Borderlands, if I remember correctly. I have a feeling that when this game hits the next expansion, I may be losing a little bit of interest into it. But Borderlands is kind of the game that I have been playing on the back burner, especially with Mark, my buddy Mark. But we haven't played it recently. We didn't play it last weekend. And we had a 3-day weekend, too. And he was talking about wanting to play it over the 3-day weekend. And we just never got around to it. And I don't know why. I texted him. I asked him, hey, you want to play some Borderlands? He didn't respond. So I don't know if he was just working or if he just didn't feel like playing or he was just tired of seeing me. Because not only is he my boss, but he's also a friend. So we always find ourselves doing things together because it's just how our lives are intertwined now. So it's all just very interesting. Let me heal him. Wait, you have a boss? I've always had a boss. You know that. I thought you were the boss. I'm not no Tony Danza. I'm not micromanaged because I don't need to be. I basically have a manager I report to, but 99% of the decisions and stuff pretty much are reliant on me, especially for a support area. So I don't worry too much about it. Man, everybody's just throwing dots. More dots! More dots! I got an email about a public health concern. Your risk of getting sick is very low, but it is flu season, so I mean, you're going to get the flu one way or another, especially since my students in particular like to lick frickin' doorknobs. I swear to God, like at least like one student a week is sick, and I only have like 5 of them. So they're all like licking the same doorknobs, or they like take turns licking each other. I don't know.
They're all just such a bunch of super dinguses.
I need to make some macros for like this stuff. Like ease of use, just pull something, dot it up, pull something, dot it up, pull something, dot it up. I do not know how many points she has. How many points does the Necro have? She has 3. I don't know if I actually want to spend it on anything in particular, or... let's see. There's Fury and Magic, which gives increased crit, but it only works on her direct damage spells. I think she has some class spells that are actually pretty useful. She's got Dead Mesmerization, where she can mez like really nasty undead creatures. Or she has an ability that allows her to turn body parts into bones that she's holding. I don't know where you get body parts from, though. I wonder if you just find random body parts everywhere. It's like, oh, look, I found a leg. Gets mass group buffs, but that's kind of pointless. You only have one spell you can really mass group up with. Mastery of the Past. Does she have a... Let's see if she... Does she have... So I honestly want to get, like, anti... Yeah, she has Subtlety. She can get Subtlety. That's a 2/4/6, though. That basically allows her to not generate aggro. That's what I need to get on the Mage. Wait, I thought you reported to Jay. No, I do not. I never reported to Jay. Jay was never my boss. Oh, geez. Holy crap, this guy is fast. Oh, geez, he's coming right for us. Gotta get rid of his Slappy McGee buffs. Nope, I'm just a nobody. I'm just a cog in the machine. Then who do you report to exactly? I report to Mark. As I said before. I used to report to Jonna. That was my original boss. But he is no longer my boss. He was my boss for 6 years. Technically 7 years, because it was pretty much at the end of December that we established that I would be reporting to Mark, so... But it all works out in the end. I thought you were joking. No, actually, I report to Mark. He is my boss. There's no joke here. There's no punchline. There is no punchline with any of this. As in Mark and Aaron? No, just Mark. But yes, as in Mark and Aaron. Alright, this guy does not have any buffs. I'm going to go ahead and pull him. Gonna throw pets on him. Gonna throw this on him, and this on him, and this on him, this on him, and this on him. Oh my god, we're throwing so many debuffs on him. He's resisting Wrath of the Elements, though. I don't know why. He's just being an asshole. Does Aaron report to Mark? No. Aaron does not report to Mark. They both report to Jay. Oh, we're just throwing names around that you guys have no idea what we're talking about, and I apologize. Oh. Yay! Hey, even a flawed emerald. Take that. I'll take some monies. I like monies. How am I doing? Let's take a. I want to take an inventory here in a second. So let's see. We've got 17 of these, 6 of these, not very much. 20 of the scalps. Yeah, by the time we leave here, we'll probably be making an easy 1,000 gold or something. Whole reporting line has been restructured like 4 times since I've been there. Yep. For me, not so much. I mean, I've always reported the same person, so. Oh, geez. Oh, Jesus. We gotta root this guy. What level is this guy? He's 51. Does he have haste on? He does have haste on. I gotta de-haste him. You know what? I'm just gonna keep spamming this until he's out of buffs. Alright, that's good enough. Yeah, one of the things that TLPs are actually facing problem-wise is there's a lot of botters in this game that like to ruin my fun. As I like to say, they like to hinder me. So, I mean, they are good for farming certain things that most people don't want to sit there and farm, but at the same time, they get in my way of kind of experience groups that I want to go some dungeon and experience there. And there's a bunch of bot groups there, and I can't because there's no available camps for what we want to do. So it becomes a problem. And there's no real way of fixing it unless you want to break the rules to fix it. And next TLP, I'm thinking about doing that. I'll give you an experience. Oh, Jesus, not that experience. It's going to be a quick experience. That's what that's going to be. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ah. We've only got how long on Kai? We've got 2 hours on Kai. We're fine. We've got plenty of time on Kai. I just want to make sure I'm not missing a buff. Okay. Jocko has officially passed out, which is fine. He did mention that he was going to pass out. The best time of your life experience. What, we're going to get married? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what's happening right now? Boop. Yep. I do. Okay. Does that mean I don't have to work anymore? Like you'll take care of all the bills for me? Sweet. I'll be a stay-at-home mom. Even though that's going to be a considerable amount of work. Sure, I'll be your sugar daddy. That's not how that works. That's not how... No, you'd have to pay me like thousands of dollars to be my sugar daddy. How are we doing on buffs? We are running out of buffs on this guy. Who are we gratzing? Oh, that went off just in time. I just started moving. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, nice. Basement of Straw. Oop. I'm just booting, scooting. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, don't want to aggro him. Ice Paw Sorcerer. I don't even know what that is. All right. Well, we'll just kill you. It's fine. Yeah, you go ahead and you take on him. Also, give me some of his health because I need it. We got to root this one. This is our means of CC right now. Gotta do this. Looking for a healer rep. Not just any rep, you're looking for a healer rep. I think at some point he's going to summon. Yep, I gotta get the pet healed. Last thing I want to do is have the pet die, and then I have to resummon all of the stuff that I had to do just to get him up and running. It's me being lazy. That's the thing, is just being lazy. Like, literally right now, I'm being lazy. I could be more lazy if I were to cast more spells on Dreamcast. She's actually not casting a whole lot of spells. Am I getting ores? I am not getting ores. And I also said ores, not whores. I'm sure Wolfie will say something. I need to order a dust hood? A dust hood for what? Do you have like a woodworking shop or something? Is that what you're trying to do? There you go. I am nowhere near the woodworker. Like, I'm not good with my hands. I'm only good with my hands when it counts. If you know what I mean. But yeah, I've actually never done any woodworking before. I want to nuke the shit out of this guy, but I have a feeling he's gonna aggro or summon me, one of the two. I'm gonna check at 80%, see what happens. Just boot, scoot, and boogie back here, and we'll go ahead and dot the shit out of this guy, and... This is how this game goes, though. You find a camp, you camp a camp, and you kill respawns. I bet you this is not how the makers of EverQuest really anticipated how this would go, though. At a certain point, though, I mean, they pretty much assumed it after, I think, even just the first expansion, so... You'd be shocked at my setup then, probably. I would probably be legitimately shocked at how well your setup is. But I have a feeling that when they first designed EverQuest and they first designed these dungeons, they did not anticipate the dungeons to be people would go into the dungeon and sit and camp a location and sit there forever and camp that location until they got what they wanted out of the drops or just sit there and grinded XP. I have a feeling they probably anticipated it to where they would go into the dungeon and work their way through the dungeon and killing everything. But I think the level of camps at a certain point was, okay, you know, I'm low level. I can only go through so far in this dungeon. So I'm going to camp up to this point and pull everything here until I get enough levels to take the next part of the dungeon and pull everything there and then take the next part and the next part. Because dungeons get progressively harder. Oh. So as the dungeon gets progressively harder, and you get more and more experience, then you eventually will get to the end of the dungeon, depending on what the range of level of mobs are, and defeat the final boss, whatever it may be. So, but the first original designs of some of the dungeons, like Najina for some reason. I want to mention Najina just because it's like an early dungeon, like one of the first ones that they designed. What is wearing off? Oh, that's the illusion. Yeah, the Najina dungeon doesn't really have camps per se. But, like, I'm sure that you could probably go in there and make camps out of it. But there was, like, a whole left side, right side, and middle portion of it. And I don't even know if people really went and hunt there in TLPs, because most what people do on a TLP is they go to Unrest. And the reason why is because Unrest will take you from, like, level 10 to level, like, 35. And then after Unrest, you go to Guck. And those are the only two dungeons you really need to do. Everything else, it doesn't really matter. So, like, you would never really... I mean, you would find people in those other dungeons because, you know, they get sick of Guck or Unrest. But in the vanilla game of EverQuest, it was always... You get your character to 10, that was the first chore. After you hit 10, you hit Unrest. And after you do Unrest, you go to... like 5 different camps in Unrest. You've got the graveyard, you've got the main hall, you've got basically the courtyard or the main hall, and then you've got the basement. You got all kinds of different places. There's all kinds of different camps, and then like Guck has many different camps too. You've got bedroom, you've got assassin, you've got frenzy, you've got I think it's, what is it, the Ghoul Lord? I can't even remember. But there's all kinds of little different camps in that one, too. But, yeah, vanilla was kind of interesting as far as when it came to leveling, because there wasn't a whole lot of places you could go at original launch. But then once they implemented the Hole, which was a dungeon they released later, the Hole kind of introduced a whole nother area to hunt in other than Guck. And it was pretty high level. I mean, it was higher level than Guck, so a lot of people ended up migrating there to get faster experience. But yeah, EverQuest Vanilla didn't have a whole lot of places to actually get experience effectively. I usually go to dungeons like Soul B, which is basically almost a raid dungeon. It's like right before a raid dungeon. So... you do that at like level 40, and then that'll take you to level 50 easy. But, yeah. 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 What are we listening to? Descent 2, really? I think I've heard any music from Descent. Ooh. I can dig it. Oh, this guy's name is Thanatos. I'm going to pull this guy over because I have a feeling this champion's going to aggro. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this guy over. I'm going to root him. So now he can't move. And then we're going to pull this guy. So he doesn't aggro and just kind of wreck our faces. He's got the frickin' mess of dots on him. I could slow him up. I just got him absolutely loaded up at this point. What level is he? Yeah, he's level 51. It's not too bad. I don't want to look at Dreamcast experience just yet. She's the one that actually still needs to level. She's got, I got her level 56 this past weekend, and then yesterday with our little crew, we have a small raiding crew of about 12 characters, not 12 people, 12 characters, because, you know, we have no lives. And we were doing a leveling session with our tertiary characters, so everybody's like running 3 boxes apparently, and I bought a 50% EXP pot, so I was getting 50% more experience, and I didn't pick up anything else. I had considered actually getting a group pot, but I didn't. And we essentially were leveling in this dungeon in particular. This was Velkator's Labyrinth. It's a very popular dungeon in Velios. But like, the servers crashed. So 3 hours in, the server crashed, and we actually lost some progress. And it was kind of crappy. We lost about a half hour's worth of progress, which if you have a really good EXP group, that could equate to like, you know, a third or a fourth of a level. So I wasn't too happy. But at least nobody died. And when Atari actually died that night, she had rest sickness when I got her inside the server after the server came back up. So it was kind of awkward. I couldn't move. I had to port out. So, but all was well. She's got plenty of buffering for experience. So she's also to her next AA. She doesn't have any AAs though. She's also debuffed. I need to get that back up and running. Give me your power! Protection of the Glades! Give me that juicy bits. But in Luckland, they did introduce mounts, which is nice. So you can sit on a horse instead of having to sit down all the time. And they also introduced alternate advancements, which kind of changed the game a lot. So between Kunark to Luckland, like Velios didn't have any level ups. It didn't have any AA advancements. It was all just new raids. So it was all just gear based. And like if you were already level 60 and then you go into Velios at level 60, I mean basically there was nothing really for you to do except for just raiding. So the end game was kind of dry, if you asked me. Once Luckland came out with alternate advancements, then it started to kind of flourish a little bit more because now level 60s had something to do. And then in Plains of Powers, of course, they expanded to level 7 or 65. So So once we get to level 65, then you get back on the AA grind, and then, you know, now you have something to do, and having that something to do is actually really nice. Okay, that Rain of Fire is absolutely wrecking face, and it's not. We're not even getting enough ticks. We're not even getting enough ticks off on any of the spells that Odyssey is casting. So I don't even know if she should be casting at this point, unless she's using a spell that's going to. You know what? I should turn Taunt on too at this point, because Sega's already tanking anyway, so if we increase the threat in which it's... Oh, am I rooted? If we increase the amount of threat that she's doing... Sega is a she, I guess. I keep calling Sega she, so... Yeah, look at that damage. 1, 2, 3 ticks. I think there's only 3. Yeah, 3 ticks of damage, and it's just insane the amount of just pain that she rains down on these things. I could probably just use Odyssey as a feeder. I'm gonna close her advanced loot window. So, like, Dreamcast right now is at very good mana. So we're gonna pull this warrior, and we're gonna test this out. We're gonna pull this warrior. Okay. I gotta make sure that I don't get too close. What is this song? Another Deus Ex song. So, oh yeah, we have to assist. And then we're just gonna make it rain. This one's level 48 though? Yeah, he's level 48. Yeah, it took him down to half. Yeah, it's just that the Necro does not have any, like, hammering spells in there. Like, she doesn't do any direct damage really that is substantial. So we're left with holding the bag on that one. But the pet's taking less damage, that's for sure. But yeah, the damage is far more substantial from the mage, but less substantial from the Necro. So maybe it's just, we just spam this and just use the Necro as a feeder. That would probably work. That's the problem about dots, is like if the monster doesn't last long enough, dots just don't make any sense. There's no point in having dots. So like dot casters are not as good, and direct damage casters are far superior. Which is kind of a shame, because I like dot casters. Fixation of Row. I already have that though. Or yeah, I already have that. It's a level 42 spell. Like I don't even know why I'm worrying about these spells. I need to get over here. I'm not even sure why I'm worrying about these spells, because I'm just using them and selling them for money. Also, you're casting your spell and it's going to rain, and you're not going to have any threat on anybody. Yeah, you now have... Nope, Sega has threat. You know what? Do it again. Let's see what happens. As long as he doesn't summon, we'll be fine. If he summons, though, we're fucked. We will hit ourselves with a rain spell and do like over 600, 700 damage to us. Okay, so she's a little down, so we're going to go ahead and tap. And probably cast Regen and cast... Archlich, so we can get some mana back. They kind of nerfed the rain spells. The rain spells actually used to be like 1,000 times better. I'm gonna get a little closer. But they only hit up to 4 targets, and like the less targets it hits, but less multiple targets that it hits, it does it multiple times. So like, it'll proc 3 times, but if you hit 2 mobs, it only procs twice. If that makes sense. I mean, I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but it used to be that it would just hammer down this rain on multiple mobs, and it was actually really nice. We're just sitting here. Let's get the Archlich back up.
And then make it rain.
I'm just going to go ahead and pull the next mob. So things are going to get a little bit faster, I guess, if I'm doing it this way. I don't know if it's better if I just twitch into the mage or... if I twitch into the mage or if I do like a mind rack or something to steal mana. Next level, she actually gets a spell that hits for 1,600 damage. And she already has a, she has not, this is on the mage too. She already has a white dragon scale cloak because we kill Vox weekly. And this improves her damage by 20% on spells like that. So all in all, it will do 1,900 total. 1,900? What is it? What's 1,600 times 1,600? 10% of that, so that's 160 times 2 because it's 20%. So that's an additional 320 damage. So I think it does just under 2k damage, which is a lot of damage.
That is a healthy amount of damage from just one spell.
As long as it's not resisted. So if it ends up getting resisted,
Yeah, we have a problem.
it's probably a big mana cast too. I'm not sure how much it costs to cast, but that's what we have to look forward to next level. I'm just going to heal myself at this point. We are out of mobs. Pretty much Atari's tanking at this point.
Until the pets draw aggro off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I want to get this guy before anything spawns. There's actually spiders in the basement there. Oh, Jesus. Is my boy Con Elder on? He is not on. He is merely lurking. Oh, there he is. Oh, no. Okay. So, we don't want him on top of... You're here? Are you actually playing, or are you just watching?
So she's too close at this point. So I can move her away, I guess.
We got both pets on him already. I'm going to go ahead and fire up an Envenoble, because he does have a...
Oh, you're on Cello at the moment. All right. Cello's where all the cool kids play.
Cellos is another TLP that's a fast progression TLP. The expansions will be released in a much faster pace. Typically on a TLP server for EverQuest, expansions are released once every 3 weeks or 3 months. Ooh, that'd be really fast. Once every three months, depending if there's a level cap increase. If there's not a level cap increase after, I think it's Eldon's, it's only 2 months. So, but Cellos I think is 2 months regardless. So everything just gets released in like 1 or 2 months. It's pretty fast.
Okay, you're just summoning Dreamcast because you like her? You like her body?
I'm gonna go ahead and hammer you away with this shit. Every month on Cello, there you go. That's a fast progression server right there. That is extremely fast. Like you're basically seeing a change every month. I don't even know how you keep up with it, but like it's fast leveling too. It's fast leveling and fast AAs. So I mean, I guess that I guess that's how it compensates, really, is you basically get in there. But, like, what are the lockouts like? You know? And I'm wondering in like that first month, you know, when Celos came out, which I think was Lucklin era when Celos came out, like how many freaking bot farmers there were. Butt farmers. It's hard to keep up unless you're always on Celo. Yeah, you have to always be there. But like in Lucklin especially, if you can get to level 60 fast enough and get your AAs, I mean, I think there's only 120 AAs worth getting with the release of Lucklin. So, I mean, you could probably do that in a month. I mean, the AA gain is probably extremely fast, so... Boink. What level did you get your Druid on Mangler right now? I'm on FV Salo Mangler at the moment, along with the P99 Green. Oh man, dude, you are a champion of EverQuest. That's for sure. You must really enjoy it if you want to play all those servers. Damn it, I gotta get over here.
Speaking of champs, running out of mana a little bit on you. Okay, we're good now.
I mean, the Necromancer's mana regen is, like, ridiculous. Sega's also going to die. We gotta make sure that doesn't happen. But yeah, I can't play multiple TLPs at once.
I can't even do, like, live
At the same time as, like, doing Kornov, when I was playing Kornov. You know, I was pretty much just exclusively playing Kornov. And doing raiding. But the thing is like the raiding we were doing in Kornov was just constant. It was every day after work I would come home and we were at it. We would have bat phone. We would have all kinds of things where, you know, we'd have to be in a specific location at a specific time. It was all over the place. It was all over the place. All right, this would be a good time to mind rack.
every day. Wolfie hated it. I streamed every day, not every day for a year. I streamed
EverQuest for a year with Kornov
and did just various raiding groups, all kinds of stuff, and Wolfie hated it.
Yet he's here right now watching us play, so... But we appreciate you, Wolfie. I, at least, appreciate you. So... But, Con Elder, what level did you get on Mangler? If you don't mind me asking. Actually, yeah, I think it's worth doing Mind Rack if you have multiple characters. I believe I'm up to 53. Nice job. I think the last time we talked, you were like 35, so that's pretty good. Like, have you been soloing most of that? Did you buy pro levels, or did you actually get some groups? Because I think you were playing Druid, right? Druids have a hard time getting groups, in my opinion. They're better healers than shamans, but shamans can slow. But so basically, shamans kind of take the role of a healer / enchanter. But yeah, druids don't really come of age till 60. Like, once a druid hits 60, that's when they get to be really interesting. Especially if you can get a hold of Dire Charm. But like at 52, though, 52 if teamed up with an enchanter or like a mage or something, you can charm a pet. I'm here for sexual pleasure. Push the enchanter on Cello to try and get some tinkering done. Oh, nice. Playing a gnome enchanter, you say? I've actually never done tinkering before. Actually, in EverQuest, I never really did trade skills. Trade skills was just not something that I did in this game. But I think when I did Kornov, though, I had to do blacksmithing because you had to build your own. You had to build your own Bane weapon for certain bosses. So I had to get my blacksmithing up to like I think it was like 180 or something like that. Damn it! Now I can't get Chinese food out of my mind. Oh, no Chinese food for you. Sorry, buddy. One day soon, you'll be able to have Chinese again. TS is also a must if you solo. TS is also a must if you solo. TS. What are we talking about? TS. Why is this acronym? Trade skills. There you go. I apologize. I apologize of my ignorance. I guess so. Yeah. Especially if you have like a shaman box or something that make you potions. It makes it a little bit easier to compensate for that. Or you can just make your own armor. You go to the bazaar and buy your own shit and make your own armor. But I was just never good. I was never good at trade skills. That was just not my thing. But I mean, they made it much easier. I mean, trade skills used to be far more difficult, and they kind of just made it stupid easy. So it was like, okay, stupid easy trade skills. I got it. Yeah, get him. Get him, Dreamcast. Oh, yeah. Just make it rain all over their faces. Wish I had like a... I do have a damage meter, but... I don't know. I don't want to pull it out right now just because I don't think spells recognize properly in game parse. It's just basically a parser. It just parses your log file. Oh, you're just running after me, huh? But if I were to ask you, Con Elder, what is the most useful trade skill? The most useful trade skill is, in your opinion... with more recipes, yeah. Especially as the expansions progress. Everybody's used mana. See if I can get a rack off real quick. Can we get a rack off? Son of a bitch. Alright, everybody sit down. Baking and brewing, why? Why is baking and brewing the most useful? I've never done either of those. So I'm interested to hear why. Is it just because of the Misty Thickets? The teas and the Misty Thickets? Just gonna blow this away. Tinkering if you're a gnome. What does tinkering do for you as a gnome? Like, these are things I'm just, like, totally ignorant of. I have no idea what tinkering even does. Like, I know what it does in WoW. I don't know what it does in EverQuest. Like, to me, it just wasn't a thing that I did. Easier for Epic. For Epic for who? For enchanters? Like, how does it make it easier for Epic? Unless you're talking about, like, Epic 1.5 or something. Come over for Super Bowl and bring wings. Super Bowl's this weekend, isn't it? You can't eat anything, though. Like, you can't eat wings. That's not something you can have. Yeah, things are dying much faster now that we're laying down the smack. And we have Odyssey feeding. Epics require trade skills. Do they? I mean, when I've done any of my epics, I haven't had to use a trade skill, really. At least for druids. No. I didn't have to use a trade skill for my Druid Epic. Unless you mean Druid Epic 1.5 or 2, then you are the expert on that. What are we listening to? Legend of the Dragoon. No. Next. Next. This is Legend of Mana. Legend of Mana remix even. Ooh. Yeah, for me, I know that like even certain quest chains, like when you start getting into like Velios with the Shaw quest, it's all trade skills.
Like all of that is just trade skills for them.
So, you know, you could cap out your trade skills really quick in doing that, but they have that, and then there's another quest chain that you can do. I think it's even in Eldon's or even Lucklin or in one of the other expansions. It's just more trade skilling. So it's like, okay. So you're basically at the mercy of just having to do trade skills all the time. A lot of Bloodthirst people moving through here. This must be an off night for their raids. I always loathe up in my pottery, though. Is pottery that hard? Because I know in Planes of Power, you need there's a pottery skill thing that you can get for a healing 4. I think it's a healing 4 range slot, but you need a specific earth for earth elementals in the elemental earth of plane or whatever, blah blah blah. And I heard it's kind of hard to get to. Like, I don't know Planes of Power very well. That was not an expansion that I was really a part of. But yeah, pottery is one of the big ones for that one, and I think we have a potter right now in our little group. So, but I can actually look at multiple locations as I'm just sitting here. But yeah, I like when the Shaw quest came out and you had all those trade skills. You had to level up and stuff. I was just like, no way, no thanks, man. I'm not a trade skill person. Not good with the trade skills. Not good with the trade skills whatsoever. I'm not actually running these off of... this is StarCraft. Oh my god, this is remastered Brood War soundtracks. This is over 47 minutes long, hipster. Alright, we're going to listen to it. Because I like StarCraft. Yeah, I'm not using the bot actually for music right now because that's one of the things that the bot doesn't do well anymore, hipster, is that there's a lot of encoded songs out there now that won't play in the bot, so it just skips over it. And so like you make requests and it just skips it. I stay away from pop except for Sky as it requires for 1.5. Okay. Yeah, pop to me is very loaded with content, but at the same time it's like I don't know what the fuck to do. You know, it's like the issue of there's too much to do. But at the same time, it's like there's part of the community that gets destroyed with pop release, and that's pretty much that porters no longer are a thing. Everybody just use books. You just go and use a book, and it's like, okay, I used a book. Like I don't need to talk to druids or wizards anymore. So like it kind of ruins it. So the big part of being a druid or a wizard is just gone. You don't need them anymore. The only thing you need them for these days is just evacs.
I should put this in here.
Yeah, they get wrecked. That spell just absolutely wrecks them. It does 690 damage times 3, so it's about 2k in one cast. So I'll take it. And my pet's holding aggro, so I mean it's pretty much a win-win. And we're ahead of the spawn, so. But yeah, there's a lot of that. Planes of Power introduced introduced the flagging system where you can flag your characters for content, and I thought it was kind of dumb. Like, flagging your characters for content and having this huge-ass chain of flagging content, it seemed pretty ridiculous to me. Can't go wrong with StarCraft music. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I love the voice.
Thanks, buddy.
She has to remain standing to cast. This music is so nostalgic. Dude, I played a lot of StarCraft. And yes,
Like, it is very nostalgic.
also, what the fuck Twitch trying to mix her with the channel points? Me too. I'm just going ham with the casting already. As long as he holds aggro, and I can sit down. Yeah, he's holding aggro. One cast and we're good to go. I think we found a method here, guys. Just turn taunt on and just cast away. Cast away! So I'm behind on the features of Twitch. You and me both, buddy. There's channel points, and the channel points you can just accrue, and you can do highlights. You can change how emotes look, all kinds of stuff. So it's interesting, but it kind of makes the bots that I have a little worthless. Like, it's gonna get to a point that I'm just not gonna need the bots so much anymore. I'll probably just use them for sounds. But now you can do sounds with bits, so you can pay bits to do sounds. So I haven't really put much work in my bot anymore these days, just because of all these changes they're doing. All right, we're going ham. We're just getting in there. Oh, you know what the next song is? I know what the next song is. If it's another Terran song, I know it's coming. Yeah! This is the best song. This is one of the best songs of the entire franchise. This song right here is what made StarCraft for me. This is one of the reasons why I played Terran all the damn time, was just because of this song. I played, in StarCraft, I played basically everything. You know, I played Protoss, Zerg, and Terran. Terran was my favorite, though. Siege tanks were, like, amazing. Those things were so well made. I need to get, you can get, like, this right here is a pet morph, they call it. It's on the cash shop, so you have to pay money for it, but you can get like little trinkets and stuff to change your pets into something else. Oh, my bad. 38 on my Mangler Druid. That's what I thought. I thought he was only 38. Yeah, you're not 53. So you got like 3 levels in there already. Yeah, 38 though. You should be leveling pretty fast at 38. But if you want to hit 40, I don't know what you hunt at 38 to 40. I mean, you can go to Grimling. Grimling has some stuff you can hunt. But I think I went to DSP. DSP was pretty easy for hunting. I would basically just sit in a spot. You can't get Kai yet, so you have to get potions. But you sit in a spot and you basically just, you snare something, you dot something, you fear something, and then you just rinse and repeat that. It was pretty easy. But finding groups is really the essential. So say she's not casting. I'm going to.
I don't think he has mana. Oh, he has mana.
I'm gonna steal mana and do it again.
Actually, we don't need to do it again. Sit down.
Sit down. Sit down. Shut up. Bet that mana.
She's just basically standing into the maelstrom of battle here.
Yeah, the 38 on the Druid though, you got to hit 45 and you got to get the armband. The only unfortunate thing is that armband is a low % drop rate and it sells for like stupid amounts of money. I think by the time I came to this server, it was going for like 10 or 12K. Let me see what it's going for now. That's what we got. Oh, hello. That's a big mistake there, buddy. Elder Spiritists. So we're just going to do our rotation here. So, Elder Spiritists. There's not even actually any on the auction house. Wah, wah. They have all the other item abilities that are kind of stupid. Like the only one that's really worthwhile is the armband, the arms. Yeah, once you get the arms, you're pretty much set. I was doing power leveling for level 30s, I think, at one point, and I was actually able to group with them, and I would just go into Frozen Shadow on the second floor, root dot, everything. So Elder is Hangnail, correct? Elder is Hangnail. What? Oh, you mean the thing that it drops off of? I don't remember what drops the Elder Spiritus armbands. I think it might be a random drop in the dungeon, Karnor's Castle.
I'm gonna steal this guy's mana because fuck him.
Fuck him and his stupid buffs. But Drones of Doom, free Drones of Doom, I still use it even today at level 60. Though I think at level 65, I fear that I will not be using it as much. I'm just going to cast it again. Just cast it again. Cast it again. There you go. It's okay. He's got enough hit points. We can cast it twice. I don't think he'll summon you either, because the pet just does so much damage. Oh, he freaking CH'd. What a son of a bitch. Alright, we ended up hitting this other one here, so I'm going to have to see if I can get him. Yep. Come on. We're like hanging out in the middle here. It's really making it kind of nerve-wracking. Come here, buddy. You know what? We're just going to load you up. I'm going to load you up with all the dots, because you deserve it. The Prophet's almost dead. Let's make sure he doesn't heal. Please don't heal. Please don't heal. Good, he didn't heal. This guy's getting wrecked. He's got all the dots on him. He's just going to die a horrible death. Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy when you have all this this support. Do I have... Oh, I do have it. Let's throw this on him. I'm going to just take it. Just going to throw some simple damage. I'm guessing the taunt's doing some real work. Did I pull mana? I did pull mana, so we're just going to sit. Actually, you're going to cat. Nope, you're just going to sit. Yeah, we're slowly getting respawns, which is good. Keeps us busy. That's the trick of finding a good dungeon spot, is having enough spawns to where by the time you get through the rotation of spawns, things start to respawn. So you're fast enough to kind of get through what you're doing, but at the same time, like, slow enough to where you can perpetually keep that rhythm going. And the more monsters you can kill within an hour, the more experience you're going to gain anyway. I mean, that's simple math, so... Yeah, we're fighting light blues though. Light blues to me are pretty safe, especially in this type of group. Oh, buddy. Wolfie with a tier 1 sub. Thanks, buddy. Welcome to being a Thunder Buddy again. Thunder Buddies for life.
Thunder Buddies for life, right, Johnny? Fucking right.
Thunder Buddies for life, baby. Thanks, buddy. What was I talking about though? Oh, light blues. So, fighting the light blues to me is usually the safe route of doing this stuff, because, yeah, as you start getting to the dark blues, it starts to get a little tricky. Especially with just the amount of damage they do and having no real tank. Since I don't have a tank in the party, the only thing I really have is a pet. Throw this up there, throw you up here, throw that. But if I can do enough damage and have enough mana regen to recover from it, because what I'm going to do, yeah, you derailed my train of thought. So she just got summoned, so we're not doing enough threat yet to compensate for that damage. So I'm going to try, nope, see, he's already down below a certain threshold, so there's no point in me casting it again. I'm just gonna do a regular nuke. Okay, so he's dead. He's almost dead. It's not too bad. Now he is dead. So then I'm gonna pull this guy. This guy also has mana. How are we doing on mana? You can use some. I'll just mind rack him. I need to do regen, so I'm just going to go over here and do some regen. Yeah, because Odyssey will eventually die if I don't get regen up and running. So I have to make sure that we always have regen on the Necromancer, otherwise she will die a horrible, horrible death, and that's no fun. I think we have another gargoyle waiting for us? No. Yes, gargoyle. As we're slowly boot-scooty along here. She's sitting at 1 alternate advancement. I don't know if I have anything that I'm really... Oh, no, I gotta do mana regen on her. I think mana regen, and I'm not sure what else. Mana regen is, like, important for healers, so I've already got her crit healing up. And I already got her percent healing up. So she's got, like, the essentials for being in raids. Alright, here we go. Don't summon me, bro. Alright, it's doing 630 a hit, so 18, it's about 1900 damage. I'm just gonna nuke him. Fuck him. Just gonna nuke him. She's got crit nukes. Oh, we got all kinds of spawns. And a prophet. Come here, buddy. I want to be your pal. Oh, you've got haste on you now, you son of a bitch. Yeah, he put haste on last, so I'm not going to be able to kind of remove it easily. So I'm just going to
Bring in the pain.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, I've been pretty much up here since I've gone live. So once I decide to end stream, which is going to be soon, because I mean it's already 11:30. I don't want to stay up too late tonight. I'll probably give it another hour, maybe another hour, and then call it quits. And we'll see where we're at on the mage. That Rein spell is just doing all this damage. Look at that, man. He's already down below 50%. Like, he is already wrecked in the face. And how's our mana on her? Her mana's okay. We can twitch her, though. So the Necros have the ability to actually give mana to other people, and that's kind of nice. Basically, share the mana that they're not using. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Ooh, we got an extra? Oh, we did get an extra. I need to pull him out. Get away, get away, get away. Okay. I gotta switch targets, because that's how my auto assists work. Oh, they're already assisting, never mind. Oh, he's too far. I gotta get a little closer just to do this. Alright, and this guy is just a warrior, so we're gonna dot him up. This Envenom Bolt, though, is probably going to make him move again. Yep. And I'll steal his mana. Because he doesn't need it. He's not using it. He's a warrior. Yeah, he doesn't need his mana. And then I'm just going to make it rain on him. I'm going to make it rain all over his face. Let's get everybody. Get everybody back in your corners. Yeah, get back in your corners. Get back in your corners. Yep. Still at it. We still got spawns. As long as we have spawns, we're good. Just keep on pulling. Keep on trucking. Now I remember why I didn't need the Elder Spirit's Braces. I picked up a Staff of the Earth Caller, which was the same clicky. Staff of the Earth Caller? Staff of the Earth Caller, I thought, had a combat of drones. There's a rod of drones. Staff of the Earth Caller. I think it's one word, actually. It's probably Stave of the Earth Caller. You know what? It's none of these things. It is combat drones. Yeah, it's combat drones. Yes, Staff of the Earth Crafter. Yeah, it's in combat only. Level 40, though, proc. It's a level 40 proc versus a level 45 use. And if you have a high enough dex, at least, I mean, you can get that to proc. Shouldn't be too hard. But you'd have to sit there and actually hit things with it, though, which can be a little annoying. But yeah, I remember that staff. It would have been nicer if it was actually a click, but then you would have way too many clicky drones. I'll give you a drone. Hit, hit, hit. Dex is 100 at the moment. Okay. We're out of people to play with here. There's no more monsters here. Let's check buffs. Buffs are good. Buffs are not good. Pet needs to be re-hasted. Alright. Rehasted. Haste is established. I'm wondering if I can actually do this in lower dogs. I think there's more of them, but... More of them, and I think they're a little bit harder. %, 10%. Yeah, it pretty much takes him down. He's level 51. No, he's 48. Wait, the champion's 48? I thought they go as high as 51. Never mind. He's too easy. Let's see. We're at 20. Yep, these only stack in 20s. So 20 plus 10. And then we still only have 8 bangles. 20 scalps. Do we have any more? 16 scalps. So we're getting there. We have a lot of spells too. There's a lot of spells here that we can sell. Banishment I need to give actually to the mage. No, to the mage. She actually needs this. Not looking at her experience. Alright. So we want to take on the champion. And we're going to... Let's just raining the pain down. Just don't summon, bro. Oh, I think she summoned. Yeah, he sure did. Sega's a champ, though. Sega will hold that aggro. Alright. Good job, Sega. You did it. You're a very useful pet. That's why I like you. Yeah, that elite pet, the epic pet, is actually really good for holding threat. It is a threat champion. Get the Archlich back up. Archlich is also a very nice spell because it costs 1 mana. So if it ever gets dispelled, it just costs 1 mana to put it back up. So you can get all your mana regen back just for 1 mana. I love this track. This is Protoss. This is one of the better Protoss tracks. Just checking mana. Mana's still good. Man, Dark Elf form's gone again. We've been just cycling through this Dark Elf form so many times. I gotta get velocity on these pets, or no, actually I'm gonna get run speed. Or I can just guard him here, one of the two. You know what, I'll just guard him here. It's fine. You guard here. You guard here. And then don't forget to haste your pet. Man, 2 scalps in there. My goodness. Serious monies. Yeah, mages make good artillery, but they don't really have a lot of tricks. They basically have they're like wizards, so they have like a bunch of like damaging spells and pets, which is why I like them better than wizards. Even though wizards do a considerably more amount of damage and have multiple damage types. I think they have fire, magic, and ice, whereas mages only have fire and magic. So I don't know what you do with mages when the monster is immune to fire and magic. What the fuck do you do? I mean, they have summoned pets that they basically have their pet summoned, and then they can summon. I think it's like called helpers or swarms that will basically summon a new pet that will just hit on things. So I guess that's what you could do. But, I mean, that sounds a little boring. It's also very mana intensive, and it takes conjuration spell skill to do that. And I'm specialized in evocation, so I don't get the benefit of having the conjuration for that. So it's kind of... See, now this is a good song. I like this song. This is my favorite Protoss song.
Stick the water over here so it's not in the way.
Yeah, we're getting pretty efficient at this spawn though. And now we're doing Zerg, and this is the good Zerg song too. I'm not using any mana really on Atari though. I should probably just start casting like damage spells just to make things go faster. Wait. I want to check and see if they are actually pulling these guys too. Oh no, they're not. I'm just going to go ahead and pull them. Oh, I got 2. Perfect. Now that the pets are in the middle, though, I have to be careful. I'll see if I can get one rooted, like, right here. Yeah, this one's the one I'm going to try and see if we can tackle first. Oh shit. Stand up. Okay.
She seems a little close. I'm going to move it back just a little bit.
Just a smidge. Just a smidge. These guys have considerably more hit points, so... Get you back in there. Okay. I have to be careful with her root because once they get to 97%, they start to summon. So, summoning is no bueno.
We do not want them summoning.
And all the buffs are just wearing off. There we go. Okay. And then we'll throw everything on you.
I think he's too far. Oh, no, he's not. Wait, does moving actually interrupt that? Oh my god, it does. Moving just totally ruined that. Like, I moved and,
Yeah, she stopped casting. She stopped waving her little arm around, showing off her little spells. See, she's got Wildfire that does 1,300, which she can crit with. But I think she has another spell. Just pull it up. I'm just going to pull up the spell book here. I think she has Blizzard, though. Yeah, Blizzard. Which does 490 3 times. So 3 times 490 is... It's about 1,500. But this doesn't crit. That's what sucks, is these don't crit. Also, it's cold damage. So these guys are kind of resistant to cold damage. There's no point. I think I have a fire version. This is just a DD. I have an AE. But yeah, hers does cold damage, so there's no real point in using it. So probably what I'll do is I'll just do this. So we'll get a lead on the damage. She's got all the threat, or Sega is going to get all the threat, so things are just going to die so quickly. But this thing is only getting in like 4 ticks, maybe. I mean, things are not lasting long enough for the poison to be justified. Oh, what is the other damaging spell? Necro spells EQ. Necros need some type of damage spell that I can cast. Let me get a couple buffs on me real quick. Yeah, the Necro needs some sort of just damage spell we need to unleash. 60. It's a dot. That's not. So Ancient Lifebane, but it's an ancient spell. That's off of a boss mob. Trucidation. I don't think I can use that. Do I actually have this spell? I don't think I have this. It has a recast time, I think, of like... Do I have this spell? I don't think I have this spell. It's a duration tap. Direct damage. See, my direct damage is all, yeah, low level. Exile undead. They're not undead, though. So then it would be... Yeah, it's Theft of Vitae, so no. Where are my tap spells at? I mean, there's taps here, but these are not the right taps. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't have this spell. It does 1500, but I think it has a recast time of like ridiculous. Oh no! It reduces it requires an Emerald Essence. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm casting that. I would burn through all my essences that way. That would have been ridiculous. Imagine if I did not read that. I would have been like, "Where's all my Emerald Essences at? All gone." I'd be like, "Fuck." It's like, why don't I use this spell all the time? This is like the best spell ever. Yeah, so there is no high damage spell except for... Something's coming up here. Except for the life tap. So maybe I should just life tap him. That would probably be the damage. Do damage, then do this. Oops, let me CC'd. Alright. Better. Faster. I don't know if it's more mana, though. Could do this. Atari's using up mana, though. This has gotten a heck of a lot easier with the way we're doing things. Yeah, once Dreamcast actually hits next level, she's going to have a spell cast that just does raw 1900 damage, which is going to be much better than just doing this cast. Atari actually getting hit? Dreamcast is using up some mana here, but we're going to try and get some mana back. And then we'll just send him down, and hopefully everybody will leave us alone, and we'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Ooh. We still have shit to pull. Atari's at full mana because of the rack. Alright, this one's a prophet. He's hasted. But we're going to try and... Ooh. We're going to heal. Do we have Mind Rack? We do have Mind Rack. Just going to go ahead and pull the prophet. What level is he? He's 51. Oh, geez, he summoned. Yeah, we did not want him summoning. You can hang out right there, buddy. Yeah, one thing I did forget, is that this guy summons. So let's go ahead and get him over here. It's okay, buddy. You're good now.
He's going to attempt to heal through this, and we're not going to let him.
Alright, and this guy... We're just bringing on the pain with all these we're actually casting damage now. Alright, so note to self, be careful with summoning mobs. Go ahead and pull these guys out. I think we have Mind Rack again. We do.
See how mana looks.
Yeah, let's do a Mind Rack. I could probably actually have Odyssey sit out once every so often. But we have plenty of mana. I'm apparently slowed on my Druid for some reason, but I don't care. Fuck them. There's another one. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, he's summoned, so I'm not gonna blast him. I'm just gonna dot him. Because since he summons, I don't want to just be falling on top of him if there's anything behind there. I don't think there is, but... champions don't have mana. Good old crit heals. Gotta love them crits. We're waiting for the other gargoyle who is going to get here first. I gotta get away from him. I gotta pull this guy over here. Get over here. Thank you. I don't know why the other guy got aggro. There you go. You're not rooted. I'm gonna give him a double dose of that fire. Alright, are you rooted? You're not even rooted still. Now you're rooted. Get the hell out of here. You know what? I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna sit down. We got a cleric just in time for some more manas. It's another good song. We'll drain his mana. Actually, it would probably be wise if I maybe did this just for Atari's sake. Just do an AE heal. Just so, yeah, so she has more regen. So I can be lazy and not actually have to heal. Because I'm lazy. I will have to heal the pet still, though. We're going to use a dot.
Mod Rod.
I think these comes up as priests, but they cast haste, so they're actually shamans. I did not realize that until now. How's our mana regen? Oh, we're running out of Kai. Yep. Half hour? Yep, it's about right. We'll be out of Kai in a half hour, so it's just the right amount of time for us to quit. So we still got a half hour yet. Let's get old Sega healed up here real quick. I'm just letting Odyssey just keep her mana in tow. Oh, you're not gonna... Yeah, we're not doing that. Give me you. Yeah, the Prophet... Yep, we gotta wait for the Prophet to get close. Yeah, come on, creep on over here, buddy. Let's make sure everybody's standing. Okay. He's got mana too we can steal. I'm just gonna do it again. You know what? He's still casting buffs, or somebody's casting buffs on him, because that's... He's getting hit points. Hit point buffs and armor buffs. He must be taking the time to cast it on himself, so... That little son of a bitch.
Should I give him a double dose? How are we doing on mana with her? Yeah, I'm going to hold off.
This guy's casting anyway. I have a feeling he's going to get it off this time. Unless, and if Atari can crit. Can you crit Atari? Ooh, wow, I think she did. Nope, she didn't. But he's going to die anyway, so he's dead. Perfect. And... oh my god, it's been 47 minutes, Hipster. That Psalm played all the way through. Yeah, I don't know how well Symphony of the Night music is going to process in my VODs, but I guess we'll find out. I need to cast Regen before people start dying. All right. Boom. Best song of the entire Symphony of the Night track is this one. This was the best song on this entire album. This entire OST. I loved this song. This was like my favorite. I listened to the shit out of this song. And I still listen to the shit out of this song. Nope, I need to get run speed on. Pet buffs look good. I think I still got haste. Oop, hello.
Oh, he's just going to run after them because they're sitting.
So now we got to contend with him being too close. He's already down to 60% though. What level is he? He's 46. And he's dead. All right. We got another Ice Paul Bengal. We're up to 10 of those. I think we finished another stack of the hides. We got all kinds of crap to sell too. A lot of spells to sell. Those spells are like I think they're like 14 to 20 a piece. So this camp is actually a lot of big money, especially if you can get it by yourself and you're hoarding all the shit to yourself. But we are sadly out of spawns. Let's check and see if these guys aren't up, but the next section might be. Boot, Scoot, and Boogie. Let's see if we can... Here we go. We got the two. These guys are 55. I'm going to see if I can put some pepper on these ones. Add a little bit more pepper. Oh, he didn't actually get snared. Okay, that's not good. I'm going to try and see if I can snare him again. Or not get stunned. Come on now. Okay, he's snared, so... Gonna stand these two up. And throw the pets, because she's just going to have aggro. There we go. Okay, then we're going to root this one. We're going to root this one.
Okay, he's rooted. And then we're going to go to town on this one. His damage is not getting mitigated so much on the pet, so he's just going to keep hammering away. Alright. So he's got a lot of dot damage. Yeah, this is where the dots become more useful for these higher level monsters. Because we just hammer them away with a bunch of dots. So she's going to do the dots again. Let's see if I can get at least one of these off before I have to heal. Sega is not looking too good. Yeah, so this guy, he's already getting hammered. Help him sit down. Because threat seems to be pretty good. I guess really it's just trying to test the limits of what your threat looks like and also maintain your mana stores. Alright, we took down 255s with relative ease. Now the only question is can we do stuff like this in, I don't know, ICOC? ICOC has a lot of blue 50s. Light blue 50s, but it also has some heavier blues, and it also has some names that get all the way up to 60 and 61. Those might be tricky, because they hit hard, and the pet will not be able to withstand the damage. So that would be the only tricky part about going to ICOC by myself. But we just need somebody out here to play with. And now that we have the mage, though, the mage does make the damage spike much harder, much faster. On the bigger mobs too, the Necro is still doing work, which is good. So having the heavy damage from the dots for the heavier mobs do make them die a little bit faster. So. How's her mana? Well, she's okay. Yeah, he's level 40. He's actually coming towards us? Why is he coming towards us? Is the pet not taunting anymore? Why? Did you crit or something? Why do you do? Okay. I'm just not going to question it. I'm just going to sit here and just take it like a man. I think I should... No, I shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that either. This is a good combination. Ensnare, then drones, throw pets on, tap and damage. And then follow up with Atari to do a nasty blast. I'm going to steal some mana with a mind rack, because everybody needs mana. And sit. So that is a rhythm. So I like rhythms when I basically, it's going to be the same way every time, and it's very effective every time. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to target, we're going to snare and dot. And he's just going to sit there. So 2 casters are going to stand, they're going to put their pets on, and then we'll immediately start casting damage. She's done casting the dot, so now she's going to follow up with damage. Somebody pulled aggro. Nope, he's dead, and everybody sit. Perfect. So the blues, the light blues, are dying at an exceptionally fast rate now, which is good. That's the rate. That's the rhythm we want to get into. So now it's going to be, what do the dark blues look like as far as with a rhythm? Because the only problem we have with dark blues really is that we do not want to pull aggro. Because as soon as we start pulling aggro, like for example, if the mage pulls aggro, she's going to get summoned into them and get rained on herself, and we don't want that. We don't want her to rain on her face. So snare, dot, stand, pet, cast. Let's check a mana check. Mana looks good. Alright, so this one's a little bit higher level. I'm going to go ahead and sit. I'm going to have the mage follow up with a second spell. I don't know if I should do that, though. Maybe have the Necro follow up with a second spell. Everybody sits. Everybody's happy. These pets are like tracking something to the floor. Ooh, your buff is wore off. It makes it nice though having the Necro just to get mana back. So I just wish that the Necro had some heavier hitting spells instead of having to rely on dot damage. But I guess with the blues we can rely on dot damage more because they take a little bit longer to kill. Because, like, what is it? The Envenom Bolt only lasts for 36 seconds, and it does 351 damage plus 20%. So there's a 20% because of the wristband she has. So that's what, an additional 140. So it can go as high as 500, but it doesn't go up to 500 that much. So let's say it's an average of 70 because averages. So like 420. So 420 for every 6 seconds. So it does 6 ticks. So 420 for 6 ticks would be like over 2,400 damage. So that is if it reaches end of duration or end of life. So it's technically more damage. Let's see, this is a prophet. So he's level 51. So we're going to snare. We're going to dot, stand, pets, cast. That's done. The dot damage did not go off, though. Right, I'm going to throw an extra on him from... Okay. Not bad. He's casting, though. So it almost seems like I need to do 2 rounds of casting with both the spare casters. Okay, one of my buffs is wearing off. I need to get that back on. I'm not casting any dot damage, really, so... I still want to have it loaded, though. I'm not even using drones, though, at this point. Like, the dots are nice, especially for solo, but man, when you get into a group, things just do not last long enough for you to do dot damage. Learning that the hard way. Alright, we got another guy here. Prophet again. Level 51. Alright. And snare. Dot. Stand. Pets. Cast. We're going to do a double cast on the Necro. And on the... Is she not casting? She was apparently not casting because it was not in range. Okay, and then sit. So that kind of got ruined because Dreamcast was not casting at the time. And he full healed. So then rinse, repeat.
I'm gonna steal some of his mana this time too.
Keep casting. I'm hoping they're bashing him. Yeah, he's still swinging, so he's not casting heal. Now he's casting heal, but it's too late. It's too late, buddy. You can't do it. You just can't do it. Let's see. Snare. Dot. Stand. Pets. We need to get you to get closer. Closer. It's just enough time for me to do all of that. Oh, there's no point even casting Wrath of Nature at this point. Yes, I'm liking this rhythm. This guy is level 48, so he needs an extra cast in there somewhere. Have I just not gotten more scalps? Nope, there they are. No more pause, though. We've only gotten like 5 more since I did an arrangement. Maybe we have... Yep, we sure do. We're going to take on the light blue one first. This one is level 52. So he's not snared, though. So stand. Oop, we got... Okay. Oop, that's a summon, because she did damage to him. Alright, I got him over here, but we're getting spawns around us. And he's summoning, so we got a problem. Okay, he's almost dead, though, so I'm not too concerned. I'll just take a beating for a little bit. Alright. How are we on mana? Mana looks good. This might stretch over to the Cobalt. Nope, okay, we're good. We're good on the size there. Let's see if we have enough threat. It's hammering away at Sega, that's for sure. I think both of them are actually hitting Sega right now. Alright, so the Cobalt should have mana for us.
So we're going to go ahead and sack his mana. Sack his mana.
Odyssey's just going to chill. Not going to cast. He's almost dead. We'll just have the pets go to work. Ooh, that failed miserably. I wonder if it would be better, since this pet actually is just a tanking pet. There is a rogue pet you can summon for Necros, but the only thing is like, I don't know if the damage is going to be worthwhile having rogue damage against it versus just having the higher level tank damage. As long as he keeps looking at Sega, that's all that matters. Well, maybe I found the next spells I should be working on with the Necro at this point would be the crit. Just gonna steal some manas. It's okay. He doesn't need his manas anyways. Okay, neither of these are profits. Just gonna go ahead and pull. Oh, hello. Somebody's pulling aggro. That's interesting. That was the first in a while that we actually pulled aggro off of the pet. Boop. I did not get drones on him this time? That's weird. Alright, we got another AA. This is mana reduction. I think that is what I need to do next, but I also have... So trace it to 4. This is only 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna go ahead and train it. I'm already committed, so I'm just gonna do it. And then the Necro is at how many points? 4 points. And then she can also do that, I think. Fury of Magic. Train. Oh, she got Fury of Magic again. Train. The last rank is 7%, so... She get a title now. She can be a lady too now. Oh, she's already a lady. Never mind. I'm dumb. Okay. And dead. This is also a very good song from Symphony of the Night. $15 chrono. Oh yeah, this is the one you can actually tap yourself for mana. Alright, this guy hasn't fully respawned yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull him before his little buddy spawns. Come on, buddy. Up, his buddy spawned. Son of a bitch. They're both light blue, though. They're level 51, 52. Yeah, this will be easy. I'm just trying to do this just to get threat. Sheeple aggro. Let's see if they have enough threat. These guys have mana? Nope, they don't. It's taking a hammering. So's the pet. Oh, hello. Oh, buddy. What's going on, Goalie? How you doing? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Sounds like Symphony of the Night music. As a matter of fact, it is. We were listening to StarCraft music earlier, and it just kind of rolled over into this. Hey, they actually are dropping ores. But nobody's picking them up? Nope, she's picking them up. Okay. Wait, what did he drop? Spider fur cloak? What am I gonna do with that? Man, I'm being left like alone up here. Like nobody's bothering me whatsoever. Okay. See if I get another tick in. Another healing tick. There we go. What's going on, Ghoulie? How you doing, buddy?
Did you have yourself a wonderful Tuesday? Did you do anything special? Oh, we lost your Kai. That's no good.
Chilling. Chilling with the key salesman. Where is your other 3 monitors? What do you mean, where's my other 3 monitors? I've got 2 laptops set up that are feeding their feed into the system. That's why you can see the Mage and the Necro. 6 box. Oh, you want me to 6 box, huh? Yeah, there's no way. It's too much work. Nope, I got a snare first. You have to build the one-man group. Well, when Mercenaries come out, I could build that one-man group. Foot pedals and strings on the ceiling so you can pull. We were talking about, what were we talking about? We were talking about feet mice. Controlling 2 extra characters with my feet. I think that was a thing, right? Two keyboards, 2 mice. Yeah, we're losing mana now because Kai is no longer on us. Dreamcast is starting to lose mana. And the Razer left-handed mouse. That I am going to get. I want the Razer left-handed mouse, that's for sure. You can split the keyboards on a Switch. Maybe the mice as well. You gotta be careful of multi-boxing like that, though. Yeah, Kai just wore off on the mage too, so we are now Kai-less. I have potions that I can take to give us more, but I think this is at our stopping point. Yeah, 12:30 was our stopping point. So we actually got ourselves into a fantastic rhythm up here. Let's take a look at our spoils as far as with how far did we get Dreamcast. We started with 1% at the start of stream. 3 hours later, we are at exactly 50%. So 3 hours for against light blues is a little slow. It would mean that another 3 hours we would hit 59, and then like another 4 hours we would hit halfway, and then another 4 hours. So it's not terrible for a trio, but now that we have a rhythm, it's not bad. It's not bad. So I'm impressed. I am honestly impressed that we were able to pull that off against some hefty light blues, and nobody likes to do UD, so it looks like we have ourselves a little camp to play in. That's for sure. $15 for a 2 PC sharing split box to see with mice and keyboard. So if you start doing multi-boxing like that, Ghoulie, you can get in trouble for that. You can't have... Well, that's a KVM, which you just described. But you can't have like one set of keyboard and mice controlling 2 different systems. That's not allowed. If you start doing that, you can get trouble. So we're gonna port out. Is it against the rules? Yes. You can't have one keyboard and mouse controlling multiple characters at once. That's a form of multi-boxing that is not allowed. So we're gonna go ahead and get the flock out of here. So total for spawns, I mean, I think it's over 20 spawns here, so it's not too bad. But I feel pretty confident that anything we fight that's light blue to blue, low blue at this point, we can do without relative ease. So we're going to go sell and see what the spoils are for selling. I don't think Dreamcast or Odyssey has any items on them, so we're just going to see how well we did with our shite. We'll go south. There's so many people. Yeah, I'm just imagining what this would be like if I had like a wizard. A wizard and a magician, maybe. That'd be weird. Alright, just to make sure there's no items on these guys. She ended up with a flawed emerald somehow. I don't know how she did that. And Odyssey ended up with just blocks and an emerald as well. And a pearl, I guess. Yeah, she ended up with some of the ores. I'm not too worried about it. This soundtrack is so smooth. Yeah, it's a good soundtrack. Symphony of the Night was really what kind of launched Konami music, I think. Because people just fell in love with this music. It was just so good. La 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 la. Do 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 do. I don't want to talk to him. I'm going to talk to the parcel guy, so that way I can parcel anything that I want to my bank. Alright, so crushed diamond dust, don't need that. Crushed marble, nope. So a bunch of flawed, which is like 47 plat. Circle, it's 11. Monster Summoning 2 is 27. That's pretty good. The bricks are actually worth a lot, too. Even just to vendors. Nephrite's 47 apiece. Maelstrom's 15. Celestial Healing's 16. I don't know if this is actually worth anything. Celestial Healing. The spell. What the hell? Come on now. Celestial Healing. It's actually worth a fair bit. I'm going to hold on to that one. Spirit Quickening. I think I tried to sell one of these before, and it was Spirit Quickening. These are up pretty high, actually. I wonder why these are worth so much. I'm going to hold on to that as well. Blast of Poison. I think you can buy this off a vendor. Blast of Poison is garbage. Wax Flower. I wonder if anybody's actually buying wax flowers. Wax flowers. Hello? Where the hell's the wax flower at? Wax flowers. Anybody buying these? Nobody's buying these. Is anybody buying scalps? Scalps and paws are used for faction. I think the bangles are too. If you wanted to get faction with, I think the giants or something.
I'll trade you some couple of J keys for them wax flowers. Gotta get me some of them Marvos.
Let's see. Quickening. Nope. I'm just gonna sell the wax flowers. They're not even worth carrying, really. I got a lot of terror cloaks, though. Are these things worth anything? Shimmering terror cloak. Terror. They're okay. What's this thing worth? Spider. Spider fur collar. It's worth over 100. Nope, we're not keeping that. We're just selling it. Spider fur belt's probably the same. Spider fur belt. Spider fur belt apparently does not have any weight. It's also not worth anything, so I'm just going to sell it. Flawed lava, so for corporal empathy, garbage. Shimmering terror hide boots. Hold on a second. Shimmering terror. These are actually worth something. Yeah. Okay, we'll hold on to those. Crushed. Holding on to my paradotes. I have crystal spider eyes. What are these going for these days? Crystal spider eyes? Crystal spider eye. Oh my god, these things are going for like 1,000? Okay, I'll sell those. Is this another spider fur plug? Get out. Get the fuck out of here. Here comes the foe. What's going on there, Mark? How was raid? Fixation of row, that's garbage. Alright, now for the big money items. Ice paws are 23 apiece. We're going to sell all those. The bangles are only 8 apiece. Still sell those. We didn't get as many of those, though. And the scalps are 20 apiece, and we've got a fuck ton of these. So a fuck ton of these, a fuck ton of these, and a fuck ton of these. So we made over 3,000 plat just from that, so... It was long. That sucks. You know what else is long? You know what I'm saying? Spider fur belt. And then the rest I'm just going to throw to Crow, and then I'll sell those tonight. I don't need that. Parcel these along. So, Krogoth, send you that. Send you that. Send you that. Send you that. Wait, spider fur cloak? I think this one's the garbage one. I'm not selling that one. I'm not gonna pass that one over. Okay. And then I'll just sell this. Alright. I see Odyssey. Where do you see Odyssey? Oh, she's right here. I see a Phonoi. So that was interesting. We after so long of playing these three characters, because I mean they haven't. I mean this is relatively new for the mage. Like we finally got to see the potential that is the trio working together and just nuking and hammering at just basic mobs, and we were killing monsters on a rate of no, I don't want to hear myself. We were killing monsters on a really fast pace. Like the pace that we were just hammering along was actually really good, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed with the potential that this group has on taking down mobs relatively quickly. So Inglorian tried to poach me for pop groupage again. So what do you mean exactly? Like he's like, you should join my group. I have the best group ever. Like, this is a live server. Because you're not gonna go to his group. You're not going to his group like at all. So yeah, he was like Monk, Bard, Pally, Shaman, Rick, Shit, and Pop. No, we already have a group. You missed. You got to watch my VOD, Mark. I was getting into a rhythm there, and we were just absolutely wrecking all kinds of stuff. Like I was going in, and I was getting into a rhythm of just okay, snare. The Q casters stand up. They throw pets on. They cast their spells. I start hammering in some DPS in there. You know, it was going really quick. So, oh, can you get buffs? Absolutely. Where are you at? I'll give you some buffs. Oh, you're right there. Hello. Hi. I can check on Krogoth to see what do you have for items. Let me see what you have for items here. Inspect. Con Elder. He's got the I was using the tunic. Got crystallize. You got crystallize. You need a hat. You got a torque. You got, of course, twisted leaves. Jesus. Wow. Okay. You got a bunch of gear that needs upgrading. Here, take the money we made today. Here, take that. You can have that. Just take it. That's 2,000 of my 3,000 of my spoils. Just take that. There you go. All right, then you gotta get you some buffs. Oh. Wait, did you have... There was a couple rings I got, too. Did you get... Do you have... You got the Ring of... Yeah, the Ring of Lunacy is, like, stupid cheap. It's, like, ridiculously cheap. Yeah, these are max buffs, too. There you go. Max duration buffs incoming. Can I have max butts? You cannot have max butts. Wait, why can I not cast it on you? Oh, there we go. Yay! You're max butts now. So I'm gonna end the night with me doing my my auctioneering stuff, but I'm not gonna do that on stream, unfortunately. How long does your druid's regen last? Let's see. 31 minutes. The Shield of Thorns is 24 minutes. The Storm Strength is an hour and a half. The Levitate's 31 minutes. The Spirit of Wolf is an hour. The Skin-like Nature is 2 hours. It's like ridiculous amounts of time. Do you need conch potions? I have like a ton of these. Here, have some conch potions too. Like, just take them. I don't actually need as many as I have here. Here, just take them. There, now you have a bunch of conch potions. Go murder in the name of Thunder Buddies. Oh yeah, I can give you this too. Time to beat up some hill giants. There you go. Let me give you Primal Essence real quick, and then you'll be good to go. And Primal Essence. All right, you're set. You are buffed to the nails. Go murder in the name of Thunder Buddies. You have been blessed with Thunder Buddies. All right. He's not in Thunder Buddies. Should we invite him to Thunder Buddies? Oh shit, he's already gone. Yeah, we'll have to invite him to Thunder Buddies. We'll make him an honorary Thunder Buddy. But yeah, so this song is not... I'm gonna turn the song off real quick. But yeah, so that was fun. I gotta go up to UD. I'll meet you in Nexus. Well, wait, I'll come back. He wants to be in Thunder Buddies. He's gonna be a Thunder Buddy. Natari's not in Thunder Buddies though. You can if you want it, but I'm not inviting him to Discord. Bullshit. He's a Thunder Buddy now. Con Elder is now a Thunder Buddy. Alrighty. On that note, I'm going to go to bed. So I will see you guys again next time, which will probably be either tomorrow or Thursday. And yeah, we'll probably do some more leveling, or we'll probably have some raid stuff. Mark, I don't even know. Are we doing any raid stuff on Wednesday? Sunday, 8 a.m., Thunder Buddies raids. Be there or die. He's not even 46 yet. He's only 38. He's only 38. If he hit 46 by... Alright, Con Elder, if you hit 46 by Sunday, we will take you with us to Hate and Fear, or wherever we go, and then you can hang out with us. We're letting the UP instance lapse to Sunday. To Sunday, really? Okay. Okay then. Sounds good. But yeah, I'm going to call it. So, I will see you guys again on probably Thursday then, unless I'm hunting on Wednesday and I get very lonely and I just turn on stream. And, I will see you guys again next time. Take care, have fun, stay out of trouble, and have a good weekend if I don't see you.